so this is the look I just created. If you'd like to know how to do it, then stay tuned. So first step, pin the hair up and say hello to Maze. Okay, so the first step I'm going to do to this look is do my brows. Now if I'm doing like a crazy eyeshadow look with darker colors or brighter colors, I like to do the eyeshadow first and then my face after. But I want to start off with, you know, getting my eyebrows the shape I like, and then I'll usually take concealer and kind of perfect them a little bit. I can do a separate eyebrow video, but I don't really do anything too special. My mirror is right here, that's why I'm looking in there. So I'll first fill in my eyebrow, and then after I finish my whole face, I put this other product on. It actually has fibers in it, so I can get a more realistic eyebrow out of it. But I put that on after because since I start with my eyebrows, powder tends to get on them, and it's just easier to do that second step for the eyebrows after everything is done. So I'm going to finish filling them in and then I'll be right back. So for me, it's not really a big deal if my eyebrows aren't perfect right now, just because I'm getting the base shape down, and I'm going to put concealer on the edges. So I'm going to use the mini concealer crayon in Porcelain, and that is by Trestique. I'm not too sure if it will focus, but I'm actually going to take it on a brush like this. And I'm just going to outline Okay, so now that my eyebrows are outlined with concealer, I'm going to take the Wet n Wild eyeshadow primer, and I'm going to put this on my eyelids. Okay, so first thing I like to do is take the brow color, the brow bone color. So what I'm going to do is take Venus and Foxy from the Naked Basics collection, or palette I mean, and I'm just going to mix them and put them right underneath my brow bone. Also what I'm doing is blending it down, so when I blend in my crease, it's an easier blend. It's not so, there's not much of a tack, which the tack is from the eyeshadow primer. Some people, I guess, prefer there to be a tack, but most of the time I'll only need the tack when I want more pigment, which you'll see in a little bit. So this palette a couple weeks ago, it's a Subculture by Anastasia. Look at how pretty these colors are. So I'm gonna take Dawn, which is a really nice kind of beige color. So I'm gonna take this, and even with the same brush, I'm not too picky because it's not too much of a detail area yet. So I'm going to put this in my crease. Next, I'm going to take Mercury, which is this kind of, it's more of like a taupey brown, I would say. And I'm just going to take that same brush and just start to blend it in. This palette, the pigment is awesome. The only thing I don't like is how powdery or fragile the eyeshadows are. I'm just very light-handed with it, and it still gets very powdery, if you can see that. So now we just kind of have our base for the crease. So I want more of a brighter effect on my eyelid with the color, so I'm going to use a white base. I'm using the Maybelline Color Tattoo. I'm not really worrying about how it looks, honestly. Just putting it on there. So the color I want to put on the lid is actually, it's called All Star. This color right here. Now I'm going to use this brush that came with the palette, and I'm just going to pack it on the lid. Go in with that the Mercury color again, and this time I'm using more of a fluffy brush, and I'm blending that red or the maroon into the crease color. It's going to create more of a smoke, and it kind of like seamlessly blends. Take a little bit more of the Mercury color. See, look at the difference. You can kind of see. Get more of a deeper crease, so I'm actually going to take Rowdy, which is an eggplant color right there. So I'm going to take that on this brush, and I'm just going to put that in the deeper part, the outer corner. It gives it more of like just a deeper look. Same with over here. Okay, and then I always just touch up my crease as I go. Sometimes I'll bring it up higher, but I'm like OCD about blending, so. Anyways, I'm gonna take Cube, which is that white color, and I'm going to put that in my inner corner, and I'm going to blend it up. This has more of like a pinky like duochrome to it, which is kind of cool, so I'll blend that up. It's not really bright enough for me, like the lightness. It has a really pretty duochrome though, which I just said. So to get more of a pop of brightness, I'm going to take the Naked again, and I'm going to take the Venus, which is a shimmery white, and just pop that in there over it. And then I'll usually just go over my brow bone again with some more highlight. Okay, so now I'm going to start doing my face, and then I'll go back to the rest of my eyes. I'm going to take the NYX Prime Base. I'm going to spray that all over. And then to get that sharp line, I'm going to take a makeup remover wipe. This is the Almay. And I'm just going to follow the eyeshadow up. You can kind of see that. See, look at all that fallout. This is why I always do my eyeshadow first. Okay. So now I'm going to be doing my face. So tonight I'm going to wear the Loreal Infallible Total cover. Right now I'm in the shade Creamy Natural, which is number 302. So I'm going to take about that much to start. And I'm just going to be using a flat top kabuki brush. Okay, so now that I look pale as crap, I'm going to take my concealer, and this is the Maybelline Fit Me in Light, I believe. This foundation's a little too light for me, but I'm just going with it. So for around where I like that sharp line, I'm going to take a brush and some concealer. I'm actually going to go right up to that line. Cover this bad boy up as much as I can. Used at the Maybelline Fit Me in Light. I'm going to test it out. I don't know if there's any SPF in here. See if there's like a flashback, you know? But I love the container. So I'll probably use that lid in the future if I don't like it. And now I have to take that, putting that right over that bad boy right there. On my nose. I'm gonna put this all down here. So for baking underneath my eyes, I'm gonna take the Luxury baking powder by Revolution. I'm actually gonna pour it in the Fit Me container. There we go. Okay, so now that I look ridiculous, you can see the powder's kind of everywhere. I'm just gonna let that sit. While this sits, I am going to finish my eyes. Okay, so I'm just gonna do a waterline eyeliner. And this is in Smolder from MAC. I'm only baking for a little bit. And take a little bit more powder. Swirl it in there. Tap it. This is when you don't want to breathe in. I'm just kind of brushing the powder off. I'm going to leave the eyes for last. Okay, now the eyes. I'm actually going to contour with the NYX blush, and this is in Taupe. So it's pretty much a taupey brown. It is very pigmented, so you want to watch out. It's more of a cool toned, which I like. So I'll just really go in there. I like to pull my hair back and get in there. So for blush, I'm going to be using the Pacifica. I'm not really sure what color this is. This is really dirty. Pacifica. I'm going to be using this shade right there. I'm just going to take this brush and put it on. So what I'm going to do is take the Loreal Lumi, and this is in, I believe, the Rose. Yeah, it's in Rose. I'm just going to take this brush right here for the highlight, swirl it in there, and pop that highlight on. Now, I got this lip and I am very excited. This is the NARS Powermatte Lip Pigment, and it's in Rock With You. Put this on. First of all, look at this packaging. It's wicked sleek. I like the matte look. It's nice. So I'm just going to put this on. This is the applicator, by the way. It's literally like, look at that. It's so pigmented. So now I need to put on mascara. I'm just going to use the Benefit They're Real. It's a little travel size I have. Okay, so the last step is I'm going to take the Maybelline Brow Precise Fiber Volumizer. This is in soft brown, and I'm just going to put it on my eyebrows. This is what the applicator looks like. That's a fiber on it. This kind of fills in any streakiness. Okay, so this is the look.